The distant future. What will happen to the planet in millions of years? Tomorrow the weather will be fine, and in a couple billion years the sun will swallow up the Earth. Let's start the journey to the end of time, celebrating the most interesting events. We will see for ourselves what happens during our lives, although there may be a separate article about this. But today, we will fly very far. In 320 years, according to scientists, the exclusion zone of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant will become habitable. We're packing our bags. 5,200 years later, the Gregorian calendar will begin to lag by 1 day behind the astronomical time. Well, let's come up with something new. There is a doomsday theorem that calculates the probability of human extinction, and if you believe it, then in 10,000 years, humanity will die out with a 95% probability. Specifically, you and I won't care anymore, but I want to believe in the remaining 5%. Niagara Falls will destroy the last 30 kilometers to Lake Erie and cease to exist in about 50,000 years. Hopefully, by that time, there will be many other attractions of the Earth. 100 years later, the starry sky will look very different. The star's own movement will make the constellation unrecognizable. Some stars will disappear, but new ones will also appear. Scientists suggest that over the next 500,000 years, a meteorite is likely to fall on Earth, which will destroy life on the planet. This has happened before, but I want to believe that in 500,000 years people will figure out how to escape from it, making a big leap. In 10 million years, the continents on Earth will look very different. The expanded East African Rift Valley will be flooded by the waters of the Red Sea. The African continent will be divided by a new ocean gulf. New volcanoes and islands will form. In 50 million years, Australia will cross the equator and collide with Southeast Asia. The California coast will begin to sink under the Aleutian Trench, and Africa will collide with Eurasia. 150 million years later, Antarctica will join Australia, and America will collide with Greenland. After 250 million years, the separation of the continents will cease to exist. It will be one that scientists call Pangaea Ultima. The supercontinent that was at the beginning of the Earth's origin was called Pangaea. Wow. What's in the solar system? In 40 million years, Mars's moon Phobos will fall to its surface. The sun is getting hotter every year, and it will bear fruit. In 500 million years, life on Earth will become impossible due to an increase in the brightness of the sun and the temperature of the planet. If people still exist, perhaps they will figure out what to do about it. The Earth is getting hotter. After about 1 billion years, due to an increase in the temperature of the Earth's surface, all seawater will evaporate. It seems that this is the end, but perhaps something else can be thought of. After 5 billion years, the sun will start to grow, turning into a red giant. The sun will become very big. It will swallow Mercury and Venus when it reaches its maximum size 7 billion years later. If the Earth manages to continue to exist as a planet, it will be a red-hot ball on which life is impossible. However, on Titan, Saturn's moon, the temperature may be just right for life, and it seems that this is the time for humanity to move to another planet, which will leave its home forever. But that's still a long way off, and we'll definitely have time to enjoy the beauties of our planet while it still exists.